Hello and thanks for joining us from our studios in Israel. I'm Natasha Kirchuk here with ILTV's Morning Briefing. President Trump is set to shock the world and unwind decades of American policy by recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Trump has also called Palestinian leaders to inform them that the U.S. does plan to move the embassy to Jerusalem as well, though word is no timeline has officially been given. Right-wing Israelis are celebrating Trump's imminent announcement, which for them is the first ever recognition of the Holy City as Israeli territory. This is a symbolic gesture that holds immense power for anyone with connections to Judaism, Christianity, or Islam. That's why outrage has already erupted throughout the Arab and Palestinian world, since the Palestinians have long hoped to share Jerusalem as a dual capital in any two-state solution. The PLO has repeatedly threatened that such a declaration from Trump will kill any hopes for a Palestinian state, effectively ending the peace process. Bloodshed is expected to ravage the region following the move. Hamas is calling for a third intifada of terror in Israel, and American embassies have been warned to prepare for violence. Trump will make his official statement shortly, but needless to say, the world is already bracing for impact. In another major Mideast policy shift, the U.S. House of Representatives has just passed the Taylor Force Act, a bill which would cut funding to the Palestinian Authority unless it stops paying families of terrorists who murder Israelis. The act must still pass the Senate vote before it's actually implemented, but it's already amassed huge support from both Republicans and Democrats alike. It's expected to pass the Senate later this month with flying colors. The bill in its current form cuts a massive percentage of American money to the Palestinians while giving exceptions for PA water and childhood vaccinations, as well as hospitals in East Jerusalem. It's named in memory of former American Army officer Taylor Force, who was murdered by Palestinian terrorists during a trip to Tel Aviv last year. Following the incident, congressmen realized that the PA actually pays families and terrorists who commit violence like this against Israelis on a regular basis. And now they're hoping this new legislation will change that system. A military vehicle has been severely damaged after being hit by a firebomb in the West Bank earlier this morning. Israeli soldiers were riding the vehicle through the entrance of the Palestinian village of Tubas to conduct a pre-dawn arrest raid when a group of Palestinians started attacking their jeep with rocks and Molotov cocktails. The Israeli troops retaliated with stun grenades to drive back the assailants in a less lethal way. The IDF has now arrested 8 Palestinians who are suspected of having been involved in the incident. Almost every night, Israeli forces enter Palestinian villages to arrest Palestinians who have taken part in violent protests against security officials. And now Israel is preparing for the possibility of even more violence in the West Bank, now that U.S. President Donald Trump is expected to officially move the American embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. It looks like the Lebanese Prime Minister has officially revoked his resignation following a deal made with rival political parties. The announcement has just been made at the end of the first cabinet meeting to be held since Lebanon was thrown into political disarray following Saad Hariri's shocking resignation. The bizarre move was made last month in a televised broadcast from Saudi Arabia, where Hariri claimed he was stepping down because of Hezbollah's constant meddling in regional affairs. Yesterday's cabinet meeting has called on rival Lebanese groups to distance themselves from the internal affairs and conflicts of other Arab countries, and to stay focused on their own country. Israel does not have streets that are closed to women. That's the word from the Israeli Supreme Court following a landmark order to remove signs from Beit Shemesh that demand women to dress modestly. Beit Shemesh is a largely ultra-Orthodox city about 19 miles west of Jerusalem and has seen lots of conflict between religious and non-religious residents for restrictions on not only women's apparel, but also gender-segregated seating on public transportation. Now, the High Court has ruled that Beit Shemesh must remove signs demanding that women dress modestly, signs that the city has claimed are just ideological in purpose. Well, the Israeli justice system isn't having that excuse and will fine the municipality nearly $3,000 a day for every day that the signs remain posted. Beit Shemesh was first ordered to remove these signs back in 2015 when the city was accused of causing serious harm to human dignity, equality, personal choice, and autonomy. The municipality has until December 12th to remove them. That's all for now. I'm Natasha Kirchek, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.